processes. Thank you very much for joining today. Okay, so first of all, we'll just go through an introduction. So I'm Sam Connor, Sales Manager here at Interface, and we're Bitrix24 Gold Partners, and we're based in the UK, the US, and Hong Kong, and we offer a full range of services to assist you with Bitrix24. So starting off with pre-sales support. So what we can do is we can help you to evaluate Bitrix24 and see if it is a good fit for the critical requirements that you are evaluating the system for. And if it is a good fit, if you decide to move forward with Bitrix24, we can provide our implementation services to get Bitrix24 set up exactly how the business needs it to work. If you're interested in the self-hosted edition of Bitrix, so essentially a private cloud edition, then we can provide our hosting service, and we also provide training and ongoing dedicated support to ensure you get the most possible value out of the Bitrix24 system. Okay, so if you're joining today's webinar to actually get a bit more of a flavour of Bitrix24 as a whole, let's just actually go through what Bitrix24 actually is. So Bitrix24 is a collaboration suite of well in excess now of 40 different modules that you can use to help you to manage your organization. And there are over 15 million businesses now around the world that use Bitrix24, and the system is available in two different editions. Okay, so we have the Bitrix24 cloud system, and we have the Bitrix24 self-hosted solution. It's also called the on-premise edition as well, but essentially with that self-hosted edition, you want to see that as a private cloud edition of Bitrix24, which you can either host locally on your own local server, it can be on your own private cloud, or we can provide our hosting service. And then in terms of pricing, so prices start from approximately $49 per month for a cloud-based system, so that's starting at the basic cloud edition per month. Or if you're interested in the self-hosted edition, the price starts at $3,590 for 12 months. And then for year 2 and ongoing annually, you will pay a 25% renewal fee on the self-hosted edition to continue to access the system. And that pricing there, that's at the starting edition, which is the Business 50 edition on the self-hosted. Okay, so today's webinar is all about business processes. So we'll see today how we can manage business processes inside Bitrix24. But I think it's important, first of all, to actually understand what are business processes. Okay, so a business process is essentially, it's a flow of information that's defined by a route or a scheme. Okay, and the business process module within Bitrix24, it allows you to execute and monitor workflows on many different objects such as documents, CRM items like leads and deals. It can be on tasks and also HR items such as leave requests and expenses. And Bitrix includes a very advanced editor tool with simple action blocks from which processes can be constructed. And I think it's important to understand, first of all, within Bitrix24, there isn't one type of business process. There's a full range of types of processes. So here we're including 5 different types of processes. So let's just go through these in some more detail, first of all. So first of all, we can see here is a sequential business process. So a sequential business process will perform a series of consecutive actions on an item from a predefined start point to a predefined end point. So if we just go into our Bitrix system, this is a sequential business process here. So this is a leave request. So someone who is submitting for holiday leave inside the system, this is using a sequential business process. So we have a start point here. We then go through the request, and based on here, we can see a status of an approval. So you're either approving or rejecting the request. It then goes down a specific flow here based on that approval action. And then we get to a point further down here where you've got the endpoint. Okay, so you've got that start point and a predefined endpoint and the flow of that workflow in the middle. Then the next type of process is a state-driven business process. So a key difference with a state-driven process is that you do not have those start and end points. Okay, what it does have instead is a series of statuses, and on each status, then you will trigger child processes connected to that status. So if we go back into our Bitrix system, here we can see, so you can see it looks very different, first of all, because we don't have that flow from start to an end. So you can see here, this is a state-driven business process. So we've got different statuses here. You'll see a state-driven business process most commonly used on documents. So here you can see the different statuses of the document from draft, publishing, and approval. And then on those different statuses, we can see the child processes that are going to be run on there. Okay, the next type of process we have are CRM automations. So these are very popular. So if we go back into our Bitrix system and let's go into the CRM, we do have a webinar specifically on CRM. So you can